Have you ever spent 2 hours falling down a YouTube or Instagram rabbit hole only to feel empty, anxious, and utterly regretful by the end? What if I told you that right now? Your brain is craving one thing above all, and nothing will stop it until it gets it. But here's what nobody's telling you. Breaking that hijack is easier than you think, yet shockingly few actually do. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and you'll unlock the neuroscience hack that breaks distraction addiction for good. And trust me, once you see it, you can't unsee it. We all want to be productive, right? But we're trapped. 60% of Americans admit they're constantly switching screens. And that's your prefrontal cortex getting hijacked by quick dopamine hits, not laziness. Your brain isn't weak. It's just being trained. And unfortunately, it's being trained by an invisible algorithm that rewards impulsive behavior and punishes sustained focus. But what if I told you the constant checking, scrolling, pinging, it's not just a bad habit, it's a neurological trap. And later in this video, I'm going to share the 5-step identity hack that rewires this circuit completely. Keep watching, because step 3 alone will blow your mind and flip your entire understanding of self-control upside down. Let's get clear on the science first. Every time you check your phone, your brain's reward center lights up, shooting you a small dopamine spike, just enough to keep you coming back for more. But here's the problem. With every spike, the focus muscle in your prefrontal cortex weakens. This is what neuroscientists call a neuroplastic trap, because you're literally wiring your brain for distraction with every micro-interruption. Studies from institutions like Frontiers in Psychology and Pew Research confirm this, showing a strong link between chronic screen use and reduced executive function, willpower, and emotional regulation. Last year, I tried what I called a no-phone Sunday. I planned it all out, even set timers, but just 2 hours in, the pull was so strong I couldn't resist checking on work, then news, then back to work again. It felt like my own willpower had betrayed me. Think about a time you tried to unplug, maybe on a weekend, a trip, a quiet moment, and you failed. What did that feel like? What did that say about the control you think you have? In the next block, we're going to break that cycle, starting with step 1, awareness, and a surprisingly simple journal hack that flips the switch instantly. But first, if you're already feeling the pull to reclaim your focus, hit that like button and comment below with your biggest distraction today. Let's start with the first step, and it's deceptively simple. Awareness. Grab a small notebook, or use your notes app if you must, and for one full day, write down every time you feel the urge to check your phone, switch tabs, or scroll through anything you didn't consciously choose. Just the act of writing it down activates your prefrontal cortex and begins to disrupt the distraction loop. When I tried this, I tracked 14 micro-distractions in just one 30-minute block. 14. That's one every 2 minutes. No wonder I felt like I was working all day, but had nothing to show for it. Downloading this awareness into paper form is powerful. But don't stop here. Step 2 is even stronger, and we're just getting started. Comment below. What was your biggest distraction today? Don't just watch, engage, because that's how your brain starts taking this seriously. Now, step 2, the micro-digital detox. You're not going cold turkey. That's a recipe for failure and shame. Instead, you start with small wins, controlled bursts of disconnection. 10 minutes. That's it. Just 10 minutes where you're fully offline, no distractions, no switching, just present. And here's what happens. You teach your brain that it's safe without stimulation, that nothing will collapse, that no dopamine hit is necessary. This single act begins to restore balance to your nervous system. I remember doing this in a local cafe. I left my phone in my backpack and read a book for 30 uninterrupted minutes. At first, I was twitchy, even anxious, but then I felt it. Clarity. Real, deep, rare clarity. A moment of being that didn't feel like a tug-of-war between my impulses and my intentions. You might be thinking, only 10 minutes, that's it. But just wait. Step 3 will level you up neurologically. If you're ready for that shift, give this video a thumbs up now, because what comes next might just unlock your most productive self. Yet step 3, timer hacks and the Pomodoro method. This isn't just a productivity trick, it's a neurological reset button. Set a timer for 25 minutes of focused work, followed by a 5-minute break. That's it. That simple rhythm resets your brain's dopamine threshold, gradually retraining your nervous system to crave long-term satisfaction instead of instant hits. One tip that works: color code your timers. Red means focus, green means break. This creates visual cues that your brain associates with different modes, reinforcing the behavior change. I started using this on Mondays, and within a few weeks, I was crushing deep focus blocks and wrote one of my most successful video scripts to date. I didn't force myself to concentrate. I trained my brain to love it. But we're not done. Step 4 is next, and it might surprise you. It has nothing to do with willpower and everything to do with your space. Step 4. Environment control. Your brain is constantly reacting to visual triggers. Things in your field of vision can hijack your attention in milliseconds. If your phone is on your desk, even if it's face down, your attention is already compromised. Put your phone in another room, or at the very least, out of sight. Use tools like cold turkey or stay focused to block the digital black holes you know are draining you. Change your lighting, clear your desk, and surround yourself with cues of focus, not chaos. There's a reason top performers optimize their space, because when you do, your brain stops scanning for escape routes and starts anchoring into deep work. One of my friends, a writer, used this to finish her novel in 6 weeks. She didn't magically get more willpower. She removed the distractions before they could whisper to her. Now here comes the truth bomb. Step 5 is about identity, and it's the shift that most productivity coaches completely overlook. Where we're going next changes everything. Here's the deal. Stop trying to be someone who can focus. Start being someone who is focused. Your brain believes whatever identity you reinforce consistently. If you keep telling yourself, "I suck at focusing," guess what? You'll keep proving it true. But the moment you start saying, "I'm a focused creator," or "I'm the kind of person who finishes what they start," your actions begin aligning with that identity, even when motivation is low. This concept, drawn from identity-based habits, isn't just fluff. It's how your neural networks strengthen and rewire. I began using this daily, literally saying to myself before each work block, "I'm a focused builder," and it changed the way I sat, typed, breathed, and finished my tasks. Coming up in the final block, I'll show you how to anchor this transformation for life, what tools actually matter, and the one strategy 99% of people ignore that makes all the difference. Let's talk about anchoring. You've got the 5 steps, but how do you make them stick? Build rituals. Small ones. Say out loud, "I complete deep work from 9 to 11 every morning," and set it in motion. Then add visual cues, a physical workspace sign, a playlist, a scent. Rituals trigger routines, and routines create results. Over time, these rituals begin to carve new neural pathways in your brain, making focus your default state, not your struggle. Tools help too, the right ones. Use Forest to gamify staying offline. Try FocusTube or Stay Focused to block distractions. They work because they give your brain micro-dopamine wins for doing the right thing, building momentum in the right direction. And let me leave you with a story. My friend Sarah was on the verge of burnout. She couldn't finish a single project, overwhelmed by tabs, tasks, and total chaos. But after applying these 5 steps, she told me it felt like waking up from a fog. That's not metaphor. That's what reclaiming your mind actually feels like. Think about your life, post-fog. What could you do with 2 extra focused hours every day? 2 hours you don't waste, but use to build, grow, heal, or just breathe deeper. Here's your recap. 5 steps to break distraction: addiction, awareness, detox, timers, environment, and identity. And don't forget, in day 4 of this Self-Mastery Lab series, we're diving deep into identity and how to become truly unstoppable. You don't want to miss that one. So if you're ready to unlock your next level, tap subscribe, hit the bell, and comment which step you'll start today. And if this video helped you, send it to someone who needs it too. Your focus is your freedom. And today, you just broke the chains.